everybody and welcome to another episode of Vlogmas, sharing a couple more videos than usual this December while we count down to Christmas together. You're gonna have to bear with me on this video because my voice has only just started to come back today. I've been quite poorly the last couple of days ever since I caught influenza B from the husband, and I swear I do not wish this year's strain on anyone. I wish I could be like Phoebe and get a sexy rough voice.
My sticky shoes. Why you stick on me?
Kind of still hurts if I try to raise my voice, so I might lean into the illness and do one of those entire videos that are like ASMR-ish, a little bit sexy, where people just speak super close to the mic like that. Anyway, I'm very committed to this Vlogmas series. I wanted to film this video. I know you quite enjoyed it last year. You might have seen it on the title already. These are my favorite luxury purchases of 2024. First one I'm going to mention, my Hermès Kelly Elan handbag, which some of you might even remember me mentioning at the beginning of the year in my luxury wish list for this year. This is a re-edition of a model they brought out initially in the year 2000 and produced it only for 2 years. And now on this occasion, they brought it out in different colors, with different materials, different leathers. Some of them even come with feathers. Oh my god, that rhymed. Mine is crafted from Madame Leather, and I'm just noticing in there that I haven't taken off the stickers just yet, so I might have to do a little ASMR-y little short later, taking off the stickers together. Actually, that's not good. You shouldn't leave stickers in there for so long. I don't know why I did that. I guess I missed them. But like I was saying, mine is crafted from Madame Leather, which is a hot pressed grain similar to Epsom. It retains its shape beautifully, and the interior is done in the most sumptuous, buttery soft lambskin leather. I really like this bag. I find it more comfortable than the Mini Kelly. I think it's a very easy to style piece from day to night, from more informal to more formal events, and it's overall a great addition to my collection in my opinion. That's why it made it to this list. However, it's got a removable strap with some press-on buttons for you to be able to wear it as a shoulder bag as well. And I have to be really honest, I'm a little bit disappointed at this feature because I was carrying it in Paris a couple of weeks ago and the strap just snapped and fell. The bag wasn't stuffed. I haven't worn it enough times for me to think maybe it's just a case of wear and tear. I didn't touch anyone or anything. It's not like somebody tried to take it from me. It was just husband and I walking in the street at that moment. It literally just snapped out of the blue. So I honestly just think that there might have been something wrong with mine from the get-go. Because this is how it's supposed to be. And then this one is the one that just snapped and fell God knows where. It must still be somewhere in the floor in the streets of Paris. In any case, I already have an appointment to go get her checked in and see what's going on and get that fixed. I know I'm putting it on this list and there's been an issue with it. However, it would be like hubby would love me less just because I caught the flu now. Wouldn't it? Up next is my Nissus double-sided diamonds and yellow gold hand chain. This one right here is an absolute beauty, a true favorite of mine this year. The brand is based in Greece and it's a family-owned business that's been passed down through the generations, and they specialize in recycling gold into new pieces as well as using ethically sourced diamonds, which I think just adds to the beauty of their pieces. What particularly caught my eye with this chain was the fact that there are diamonds on both sides of these 3 dots that you see in here. It's the first time I encounter one like this in this type of hand chains, because normally they'll have diamonds on just one side. So when your hand turns and just like naturally moves, sometimes the diamonds end up flipping downwards and then you don't see them. Whereas here, it doesn't really matter how it flips because you're just always going to be able to see some sparkle. So no matter where my hand is moving or where the light is hitting from, there's always the most radiant sparkle beaming through it. I'm honestly just as obsessed with some other pieces I got from the brand earlier this year in Greece, just like my solitaire diamond necklace from them, or my diamonds by the yard necklace and bracelet set that I got from them earlier as well. Now from the clothing department, my trench coat from Agnès Lenoble has to be my favorite find of the year. Oh, it's not Agnès Lenoble, it's Sierra Mora. I was convinced it was Agnès Lenoble. Anyway, they're sisters and their boutique is together. Because I got one from Agnès and one from Sierra Mora, and they're both in the same boutique and they're sisters. Well, I guess my favorite coat of the year has to be this one from Sierra Mora. It's got that Uruguayan touch to it with the leather trimmings down the borders, as well as some leather details on the neck, the pads right here, and on the back for the branding, which clearly says Sierra Mora and not Agnès. Anyway, I think also perfectly complement this exquisite green tweed fabric. It's a mid-season piece that works beautifully in autumn and in spring. And I scored this one earlier this year while visiting my family in Uruguay. Which reminds me, actually, let me bring another piece as well. How beautiful is this poncho? I scored this one on that very same trip to Uruguay earlier, and that's why I just remembered it. And it also has to be one of my best purchases of the year. It's a gorgeous piece, very, very long, hand woven. It's made by this artisan in Uruguay that I always get pieces from whenever I go there. I love the type of fringing that he opted for at the bottom. It's warm, it's soft, and it's just a very sort of bold statement piece. It gets me so many questions in the street whenever I'm wearing it. And then I also particularly like wearing it because I just feel closer to home when I'm putting on something like this. The last clothing piece I'm going to mention is my frame for Reed's sweater that I'm actually wearing today. You might not see me wearing this one much, but it's one of those pieces that I like to wear when I'm snuggling at home. It's super, super soft, but also very warm. So perfect for days when I want to layer up and go outside, as much as for days when I just want to wear this and like a very thin tank top like I'm wearing today, and just stay inside and feel all nice and cozy. Maybe there you get to see it a little bit better, but it's just like a really nice ribbed chunky piece with a dropped shoulder, and there's also a little bit of a ribbed detail in here, the sleeves and as well in the bottom. Very, very lovely one, and yeah, really, really cozy. Abby says I feel like a teddy bear when I'm wearing this one, and that's exactly how I feel. I feel like a cozy, nice, snuggly teddy bear. It's very effortlessly chic and yet practical. And I adore how it combines luxury with a very relaxed vibe. I do have to admit though, I'm not one to be very drawn to logos normally, but there's something about the typography of the Ritz and perhaps everything that it embodies that I just really like on this one. Another goodie I must mention, it's this bag I recently got from Oleada. I have become quite a collector of Oleada bags, particularly of the mini anchor model, which you actually might have seen all over my styling videos. I have it in the leather version, which is my most recent edition of this model. I have quite a couple of the mixed leather ones, which have this very soft Napa style with, well, this one's with the denim. I also have another one with canva, I have another one with linen, and I absolutely love them. So recently, when I saw that they brought out this model in this deep chocolate color that I'm obsessed with, I knew I have to add it to my collection. It's called the Marina Soft Bucket Bag, and it's definitely one of my best purchases of the year. It's made from a very soft, rich Napa leather that's very, very nice to the touch. And in my opinion, it has a sort of timeless appeal to it. They offer it in black and in this chocolate hue that I opted for. And I particularly like the fact that it's a very sort of relaxed feel to it, very nonchalant vibes. Makes it super easy to dress up and down. Obviously the material and the yellow gold hardware combination in there make it very nice as a workwear piece, which is initially what Oleada is doing. They're doing workwear bags actually, but also if I want to run errands with it, or if I want to like look cute for lunch with the girls, I think it's a perfect piece. Besides all that relaxed side to it, it's still got a bit of a more mature and elegant and almost like sophisticated touch to it. Open bags like this, whether it's tote bags or bucket bags, are my favorite bags to carry because they're just easy access, and this particular one is very practical for me. It's actually quite massive, so I can easily fit my laptop in it and carry it, and nobody can know that there's a laptop in here in case I'm going around Paris. And if I want that extra security, there's that little extra clasp in there that I can close it with. The actual shoulder strap is adjustable, so all the little nails that you see here on the side, these are not just for decor and like pretty purposes. They're actually so you can adjust the strap in case I wanted to wear a crossbody a little bit lower, a little bit higher. I find that this height is the one that I find the most comfortable, so I'm never really changing it. There's also a detachable extra pouch inside, which comes with a card holder space and which also comes in really handy when traveling because I can just put like all the documents in there, like passport, wallet, all that jazz, and then a little bit of lipstick, of course some lipstick, and then just fill this to the brim and not really bother about having to find like the essentials because they're always clasped like this towards the side. It's just a really comfortable travel piece. Oh, and one last thing for the traveling actually, with this right here, it's not just a design feature, it's also something that I can easily slide into the handle of my carry-on bag. And then it just sits on top of my carry-on bag, and then I just carry my carry-on bag alone. I still have a discount code from Oleada. It gets you 20% off site-wide. For a limited time only with my code, you also get a free handbag twilly. It's always the same, it's Pia Oleada, and as per usual, I will leave it linked down below as well. Now, talking about twillies, well, actually it's a regular scarf that I want to mention. This Silk Beauty that I found at Hermès from the menswear department. I've gotten non-stop wear out of this entire year. I wear it tied to my handbags, obviously around my neck, my hair. I've worn it as a belt. I particularly love the deep color of the scarf and the contrast with the ecru, as much as the little frilling style that there is on it, and obviously the timeless and iconic design that there's to it. Funny enough, when I went to the Hermes sale earlier this year, I found the pocket square for men's suits that has the exact same pattern in the exact same color, and I got that one for Tristan, which is a little bit toned down for his style because he normally has a bit more playful pocket squares when he wears them. This was a little bit more on the conservative side, I would say, of things, but I still think it's kind of lovely to do the whole matchy situ from time to time. Now, skincare wise, I have to mention my Intuis routine. I've been using this at least 3 times a week for years now. From very early on, I saw the remarkable and quite noticeable effects that it has on my skin. Face cream, which provides very noticeable hydration, very rich hydration that leaves my skin very plump the day after. Face serum, which gives me noticeable radiance, also makes my skin texture be super evened out. The eye serum, which gets rid of like my eye puffiness and particularly the fine lines in here, which are non-existent now. And their masks, which are kind of like a little luxurious spa at home, and I absolutely love this. Another accessory I don't want to forget is a hat by Maison Lorette. Oh, there's 2 in here. Oh, I should have mentioned this one too. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to talk about that one as well. The one I had in mind to tell you about that I wore non-stop this summer is this little beauty right here. It's got a very intrinsic asymmetric structure to it, a very delicate leather strap going all around it, and this little metallic horn detail in yellow gold that we chose to make an allusion to my Uruguayan roots, basically. I wore this one so much during the summer of 2024. It's a custom-made piece, like all of Maison Lorette's pieces, actually. And I'm certain I'm gonna get quite a lot of wear out of it very soon on a little cheeky sunshine escapade. And now, since on the same box I had this other one, I guess I have to mention it as well because this one has to be one of my most complimented hats. Also wore it quite a bit this summer. I was actually featured on Elle magazine wearing this very same hat during Paris Haute Couture week, and I love this hat. It's so pretty. It's got that very vintage, lovely, elegant allure to it. A very nice sort of Audrey Hepburn inspired piece. I call it my Audrey hat, and I absolutely adore it. It's gorgeous. It's got a very nice refined cotton band in here and in here in the matching ecru shade to the hat. I love this piece. This is a chef's kiss. This is like perfect. Like, I would just put this on a pedestal and watch it. You know what I mean? That's the type of satisfaction that a piece like this brings me. It's just gorgeous. Doesn't really go with what I'm wearing today, but at least you get an idea of what something like that would look like. I would love something like this in a winter fabric, perhaps. Like this in a wool. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Now, talking about travel, every single trip I've taken this year has to be one of my favorite luxury purchases of 2024. I feel so incredibly blessed to have traveled as much as we did this year. We went to Crete, the south of France, Manchester, Vienna, Paris a million times, Rome, my beloved Uruguay. Traveling is one of my absolute favorite activities. And if I had to dive into each one of these trips and go into the activities that we did in each city, or the food, or art and history, I could do a whole other video. Then again, I guess that's what my travel vlogs are for, aren't they? Finally, I want to mention my Demelier New York Midi croc embossed leather bag. I wanted this one so much this year. I think I might have also had it in this year's luxury wish list. I can't remember, but I think it was in there as well. And I'm very pleased to have finally made it a part of my collection. I feel like I've spoken to you about this one so much. I don't want to bore you all over. I actually have an entire video, the first video of this Vlogmas series, in which I've gone into a deep dive review about this particular model. So if you're interested in that, I will leave it linked up here for you. All right, you guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're not done, I'll leave you 2 more in here so you can binge a little bit more. See you on the next one. Bye.